Hello, my name is Howard Klein, and I'm a trademark attorney at Knapp Goldberg & Meyer. Today we're going to be discussing Twitter's decision to rebrand to X, the consequences of that type of a decision, as well as strategies for potential rebrands for you and your business in the future. In April of 2023, Twitter announced that it was becoming X. They introduced their stylized X design and started using X.com in commerce. What does that mean for Twitter's trademark portfolio? Well, it's messy. Twitter has a very strong trademark portfolio, variety of trademark registrations for Twitter, as well as the blue stylized design. By changing all of that, the question becomes, has Twitter abandoned its trademark to Twitter, as well as the separate designs? We've seen a flood of new applications from other entities seeking to register Twitter. That's not going to really end well for those different organizations. Twitter still has trademark rights. They haven't fully abandoned those rights at the US Trademark Office. But the question becomes, can Twitter really protect X? For many months, we didn't really see many filings at the US Trademark Office. Interestingly, on mid-September, September 22nd, there were a variety of trademark applications that were filed with the US Trademark Office for X without a stylized design, just the wording standard character mark X. Interestingly, each of these applications was first filed in Jamaica in March 24, 2023. These applications were filed in Jamaica largely to claim priority. So the applications were filed with an intent to use, as well as that Jamaican application priority filing date. It's a strategy that many larger companies utilize because the Jamaican database is not publicly available. So each of these applications, even though they were filed with the US Trademark Office in September 2023, have an actual priority first use date of March 2023. With that being said, filing standard character application for X is incredibly difficult to provide protection for. With the advantage of filing design marks often is a highly stylized X could potentially be registrable if there are a bunch of other stylized marks. The US Trademark Office would analyze whether the marks are similar as to appearance, commercial impression, whether the goods and services are related. If you file just the standard character mark for X, that creates potential likelihood of confusion with any other stylized X marks that are out there. So it's somewhat confusing why Twitter did file all these standard character applications. We may see further design marks in the future. They certainly have the budget to fully prosecute these and see if they could obtain registration, but certainly going from a very valuable trademark in Twitter to X is an interesting decision, not one that many trademark attorneys would necessarily advise their clients. What does that mean for you? It means when you're rebranding, you have to consider, one, is the trademark that I'm using strong? What value does it have? Two, if I'm coming up with a new mark, is it available for registration? If it is available for registration, let's file right away. Let's get it on file. If it's not, you have to come up with some strategies. Does it make sense to file a design mark application? In a very crowded field of marks, by filing a design mark, you can slip the trademark through by as we discussed earlier, arguing the marks are dissimilar as to appearance, sound, commercial impression, goods and services are unrelated. But if it is a crowded field, the question becomes, is it worth the rebrand? You have a valuable trademark right, and then you're leaving that valuable trademark right, coming up with a new mark that's weaker and trying within a very crowded marketplace. It can be a very difficult decision. So if you're a client that's looking to rebrand, coming up with strategies how to best file, what marks we should file, standard character, design mark, we are available to assist. I can be reached at ip@mathlaw.com or by phone at 703-548-6284.